6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, all you Gene Warriors? What's up, Will?
What up, man? Happy Friday, y'all.
Heck yeah. Glad, man. It's the weekend. Shoot, we got episode 35, man. That's came pretty quick. That's crazy. I got let's see here. So about another 23 days or something like that. We'll be out a year that we've been rocking with this. So, geez. This has gone by quick, man. The first one was on Halloween night. We got to have a Halloween bash. That was pretty cool. Costume party and all that good stuff. So
yeah.
In fact, I think that might be on a Saturday. I'll have to look here in a bit this year. Maybe we'll have to still we would actually, it's on a Saturday. So we would have to do it a day early, I think, this year.
Oh, that's fine. The family will love it. They can actually go Halloween trick-or-treating with Dad.
Yeah, exactly, right? They got 6-7 more years of that.
Yeah, I got a couple more at least, yeah. But yeah, they didn't like that.
Well, I mean, at least for as far as like you coming around to a Friday again, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it's been nice out here. We got some pretty nice weather. We were having like 100, 101 and everything, and shoot, man, it's cooled down pretty nice to like 85 or something like that. I'll have to check again, but it's been pretty cool. So definitely been fortunate with that down here.
We're burning all around me.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me backstage. You got all those fires going and stuff, man. Hopefully they get those all contained and everything. That I want to say I seen something on that about your guys' fires down there. I haven't really got to watch the news too much lately, though.
A lot of acreage gone.
Damn. That sucks, man. It happens every year, like down here in California, man. These fires just take off like crazy and just, dude, they demolish like so much. It's crazy. Like, if we have 30,000, 50,000 acres going, sometimes it being 5 or 10,000 acres, but yeah, it's a lot that it wipes out.
Yep.
Sucks, man. All that wildlife and the nature and all that good stuff out there. It's like nature just took its course.
I was going to actually go out to Juniper Dunes. It's like a deserty area over here. And I was going to go look and see if I could find horned toads and stuff like that because they're over there in that area. Well, that whole area is on fire and everything around it's on fire. So it's like, damn, that's going to really suck, especially if you lose a lot of that stuff in the fires. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then it's just, it just sucks all together.
Oh, for sure. It's like, it sucks just to see all the wildlife and, all the trees and everything that it's just ruined and demolished. But at the same time, to see all these people that had, ranches or their houses out there and everything, just all their livestock, their horses, their goats, cattle, whatever it is, and chickens, their dogs, even some being reptiles or snakes, right? We've had a couple people in the reptile community, man, that unfortunately had some fires. One being a month or so ago, they had a fire and lost their whole collection. And then there's been a few others that had fires and everything too. And man, I think some of them did save their animals, all of them, or at least most of them, but still a tough thing to go through, man. That sucks. So
Well, I mean, look at Texas with that one winter when all the power was out. That was really bad. I mean, even that situation is even bad too, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's why that's a good thing too, man, to have a couple fire extinguishers on your house, man, or in your house and in your reptile room if you have. I mean, whether it's separate from your house or it's a room in your house, no matter what, I would have a couple. I would have one like in your garage, one in say like your kitchen, because that's very high possibility of having a fire in there, but also a main spot that you're at a lot. So I would have one like the garage, the one in the kitchen area in a closet or something, have one upstairs, like in your reptile room or wherever in your, you know, if you got a reptile room, have it in there. That way you could sit there and, you know, try to be able to extinguish a lot of that pretty quick. And it wouldn't hurt to, I was even thinking about, honestly, bro, like having 2 or 3 of them. Or like, well, like I said, I mean, already having one in each room that helps, but uh, I would definitely, you know, having at least 2 or 3 in your home so that you have as many as possible. With 2 or 3, you might be able to do quite a bit with that.
Definitely have a plan.
Exactly. Have tubs set up, like whether it be like in your garage or something, or out in a shop, like a what do you call it? I'm trying to think of. In fact, what you just got for your
Oh,
shop,
like a shed.
like a shed. Get a shed or whatever that you could have that at, you know, like those extra tubs and everything, and have that plan of, well, if something happens, and have your snake bags all layered out together and put, you know, all, you know, like if you had blankets or pillows, you stack them, have that stacked all in one tub, and then that way you could sit there and grab your snakes and be able to bag them up, at least throw them in a couple tubs, right? Who cares if they're fighting or whatever? You could separate them later. At least you're getting them out of that fire and everything. Obviously, families first, you know, that's first thing, and then, you know, dogs and snakes next, and pictures and all kinds, you know, whatever else that you can obviously snag in that meantime. But yeah, so it's always good to have a mapped out plan and stuff of things. So
For sure. For sure.
let's see here. Let's see all these wonderful people. We got Mr. Duval in the building. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
What up, Duval?
Hey, Mike. Duval, I'm gonna get that shirt out.
You just don't want to do that, huh? All right.
I gotta try again today for that, bud. So I'm gonna get that out. If I can't use that one, I'm just gonna use my other card and get that out to you. And then of course we got Tara in the building. What's up, Tara? How you doing?
What up, Tara? Well. Joel of Power.
Yep. And then of course we got Jamie in the building, the Morphforge.
What up, Jamie?
What's up, Jamie? How are you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. What have you guys been up to lately? Haven't got to see you too much lately. You guys out fishing, or what have you guys been doing?
Hopefully having some babies. Snakes.
Hopefully, man. Somebody needs to. Yeah. I mean, if you want those two, hey, go for it. More power to you, right? We're not knocking you for it. It's never too late. And then of course we got the wonderful Miss Mitzi. How are you doing? We hope all is well with you. All these awesome people, man. Same awesome people every week. I love it. And we got the big homie Sean. What's up, Sean? What are you doing, buddy? Sir. Yeah. Will was telling me the news on that, man. So congrats. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, man. That's always something you should be really proud of, man. I can't wait to pull the trigger and get myself something like that. And that's right. Smash that like button, please. Give it a big old Hulk smash. We need that. And share it out too. I'll be watching you play as I'm packing and moving into the new house. Hell yeah, man. Congrats on that again. That's awesome. I can't wait to buy me a house, man, to sit there. I'm looking what'd you get? Is it in the city or the country? I know I was talking to you a while back about it and everything. What did you end up getting? I want to get me a place out in the country, man. I want at least like 3, 4, 5 acres. I really want 3 at least, but honestly, if I could probably get an acre and a half or so, maybe even an acre, I might be cool with that and not complain. It's a pretty good amount of space to be able to work with. So I really wouldn't complain even having that. And of course we got this awesome guy in here, Brave. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? How you doing? Let's see here. Who else we got? Got the chat fam. That's right. Can't forget about them. How's everybody's weekend, man? What do you guys got planned? I know I want to be lazy. That's one of my goals, is to be lazy, but at the same time be busy. And what I mean by that is I'm going to be busy busting my ass going 300%. But I plan on doing a little bit of work and just busting my butt as I do it. And then spending the other time just kicking back, relaxing, having it easy. I don't want to work too hard this week. I want to be able to kick back and relax somewhat if I can. I've been going too much, so. In fact, I lost like 5 of those little baby plants, bro. I'm mad. Man. So I'm gonna have to redo a couple, but that's okay. It was kind of human error too. It was my fault. I didn't get. It's been hot out there, you know, so I should have had something in here on them, and that. So that was on me. And then I went to go run some errands today, man, and did a couple of stuff that I had to take care of. And the shop was out there that I needed to go to get the soil, and completely just forgot all about it. But I was helping. There was this guy that was there, and he lost his wallet, and so I was kind of trying to help him look for it. Well, he went and he came out, and he's like, "Hey, excuse me." He came back out from his car, and he's like, "Have you seen a wallet?" And I go, "No, I haven't." And so he walked inside, and I was like looking on the ground under my car, under his car, trying to see if I could see it or something for him, but I didn't end up. So I don't know if maybe that kind of on my mind, you know, I forgot completely to go by there, and I forgot. Does anybody got some clutches coming up or anything that's laid? I'm still waiting, so I'm hoping here pretty soon, man, that I'll have something. It's getting kind of frustrating.
Well, on the 10th, what up?
Proxima, what's up?
On the 10th, I was hoping to cut a clutch, but it might pit before then, so I can't promise that I'm going to be able to cut them on that Friday, but July 10th, I'll at least have something to show. Be it already out of the, you know, because
yeah,
day 60 is the 12th. And so I figure, you know, that's 58th day. And usually by that point, they've already, a few of them, if not all of them, are already pipped. So I'm going to try to squeeze. If not, you'll just see whatever popped out or what's in the egg.
Yeah, that would be awesome and great to sit there and see him on the live. But if we can, but if not, well, like Will said, we'll just have to wait, and you'll get to see it. He'll be putting something out on his Instagram, and he'll probably even put something up on YouTube, and then he'll be on here eventually the next week and be able to show them off or something. So
yeah,
you guys will still be able to see them.
I'm hoping for a lot of bright color in these too. Lots and lots of bright colors.
Hopefully, man, that would be awesome. I want to see that. So yeah, you guys, if you don't catch it here, if he's not able to cut, keep an eye out for him on his Instagram and stuff. That way you guys can see it and everything. Who knows? He might not just post pictures or video. He might just post pictures. Maybe he'll post the video that he did of cutting them, or maybe he'll do it live.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I'll definitely check on them beforehand. But I mean, if I start to see Pippin, I might just go ahead and cut them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to cut them when you got to cut them. You can't sit there and just wait until the show or whatever when it's convenient for that. Like, I want to be able to cut my clutches on here and show you guys. And I got some really cool, nice stuff that I'm hoping to be showing off pretty soon. Hopefully here in the next 4 months, I'll have something at least, but 3-4 months. But yeah, you got to cut when you can. You can't just sit there and expect
Maybe
to
that's
cut it
what
on
I'll
here.
do. Maybe I'll record the egg clutch cutting if I get to that point, and then I'll show it on the show, and then after that I'll actually show what they're at that point.
Yep,
We can do that.
absolutely.
We'll do
Michael,
that.
what's up, brother? How you doing? Got one of our sponsors
Daddy.
in here, and of course we got Travis too. What's up, Travis? How you doing, bud? Hope all is well with you.
Travis.
And if you guys also, I'm sure you guys already seen possibly, but we got a new sponsor, and that's W right up there. You could check them out. I'm actually working on a promo code and everything. I just haven't got to it yet. I meant to do it, get it done earlier, and I was watching a movie and staying busy, so I forgot all about that. Didn't get the chance, but I did get the background done just in time to put up here and everything. So super stoked on that. Excited. Yeah, it does. It looks really good. I'm excited. We got 3 awesome sponsors up there, man. We got Platty Daddy, Mike from Platinum Morphs. We got Mr. Chris Eaton himself from the Fat Man Nation. And of course, we now have way up there, W. So it's an energy drink. I'm going to dig more into it. I've been trying to find them around here, and I know I've seen them before. Oh, yeah. Well, that's more what I was thinking too. It's going to be something that you are going to have to order. So I'm going to be getting something from them, so I could sit there and give you guys an honest opinion of what I think about it and everything. I won't give out anything that I think is false. I'll, give you an honest opinion on it. But also I'll have a promo code too that I'll end up setting up. So maybe that's kind of fair that I get that and try it out before I set up a promo code. At least give you guys an honest.
And I've tried quite a few of their flavors already. So
thumbs up, huh? And that's the thing too. Actually, I keep forgetting because I know you have it. You've had it forever. In fact, you're the one that's told other people about it, and why they were even able to get them as a sponsor was because of you. So you're really the original one that's brought that in. And so you're one that can give an opinion on it. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Do you have like a crush, or does it keep you?
No crash. And that's actually the one thing that they're really known for is making everything jitterless as well, so you don't get that jittery feeling. Everything that I've tried has been pretty good. There's like 1 or 2 that I kind of wasn't too fond of, but like they have like a creamsicle one that's pretty good. I know they have a couple different like fruit punch and tropical punches and stuff like that are pretty good. I believe they even have tiger's blood. That one's really good if you can get your hands on that one. And then they even came out with,
I've had tiger's blood before, not in that brand or in that, but it was a completely like just a frozen drink from the store, and that was really good. So that kind of makes me a little tempted on trying that. Is it kind of like a fruit punch type?
Like, have you ever had the tiger's blood for like snow cones? That's what it is. It generally tastes like that, basically.
Yeah.
And then they came out with one. It's like a milk mix, and it's s'mores. So you don't have to just do the water powder. You could do the powder and milk if you really wanted to. And that one, I believe, doesn't have like the caffeine kick to it. I think it's more of a just relax kind of at like the end of the day kind of a s'more drink or something.
Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, it might be Mike Duval. It could be them wanting to do the data centers and everything, man. Wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, for sure. Shoot the pictures over, Tara. I'll take a look.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, brother. I'm proud, man. I'm happy for you. Congrats on that. He had a really nice clutch that he cut and everything.
Oh, Mike. You couldn't wait till the show, huh? No.
I know, man. When he told me, I was like, really, man? Really? No, that's awesome. I'm happy, man. I'm glad you got, and like I said, those were some really nice babies and everything. So,
Heck yeah.
me and my son working on a race truck. Got the first race
Oh,
coming
nice.
soon. Nice, man.
Good
What
luck.
what kind of truck racing? Is it kind of like what like in NASCAR and stuff, or?
Stock car, maybe?
Yep.
Good luck anyways, though. That's
I
cool.
want I want to get a race car or race car and a race truck. That'd be pretty cool, man. I seen some that they had from some of the old drivers and everything, and they're not bad in price, honestly. Like you could pick them up fairly cheap for something, especially when those motors are like $500,000 and shit. You know what I mean? Like that race car is like $1 million, dude. They're expensive. Dan, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
My next door neighbors growing up, they were stock car racers, so they always were working on stock cars and stuff like that. So I was always around that stuff, and oh yeah,
Nice.
fun stuff.
Oh shit, man. Well, have fun tomorrow, Mike. Enjoy, man. Drive safe. Yeah, it kind of sucks, man, because my grandma, so my grandpa, he worked, he did he did blueprints and drafting, but at this time he actually did bidding on jobs, and he worked for this one this company, Tarleton, and Tarleton had he had 2 kids, and like they would do racing and stuff. And so my grandma was telling me, she's like, yeah, he was talking to your grandpa and telling him that, you know, when you get older, because I was like 8 or 10 at the time, and they're like, yeah, when he gets a little bit older and stuff, you know, he can maybe come out and work on the race cars with us and all that. And I was like, dude, that would be so cool. Like I wanted to do that so bad. Like, hell yeah, let me go out there and work on them. But I don't know what happened. Like, you know, I guess maybe they wanted me to come out and ask about it or something, you know, and I guess I relied on them. But yeah, it's something I wish I would have like hit my grandpa up and just been like, hey man, you know, hit him up and see if I could you know, go out there and fix them and work on them, teach me.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
If I do good one day, man, I'm making really good money. I want to get me quite a few classic cars, right? And some, you know, small muscle. And I would like to have like at least one of them set up as a dragster and take it out to the racetrack and race it out there and shit. Like that would be pretty cool to work on it, you know, and maybe have a buddy or two that goes out there with you and helps you work on it and shit, you know, when it's broken down and you're trying to get out to that next race.
Yeah. True.
Oh, heck yeah, Brave, you got to, man. Yeah, it's getting warm, buddy. It's heating up pretty good, so we definitely got to sit there and stay cool, man. Cut that hair and get it all trimmed up.
I think the vehicle of my choice to that would be a Roadrunner.
Roadrunner, and see, this is why it's hard, man. I'm hoping to really do good in cash. Like, if I could really make it good and I was balling hard, you know, I was wealthy, I would have a Roadrunner. I would have probably 4 or 5 El Caminos, at least 3. I would have a GTO. I'd probably have a Mustang, a couple Chevelles, a Bel Air, and the list probably goes on to another 5 or 10 vehicles, you know, like an old Challenger. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff, and some old Chevy or Ford pickup trucks. I wouldn't mind having you know, it'd be pretty cool, man.
Yeah. I've always liked Dusters too.
Yeah, those are pretty neat. I want to get a Nova too, man. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, Novas. Yeah, I had a friend I went to high school with. He had a Le Mans.
Oh shoot, those are pretty cool. What's some vehicles that you guys would want, like old school, if you guys could? What's like? In fact, we'll say what's 3 vehicles, 3 old school. Randall, what's going on, bud? How you doing?
What up, Randall? Oh, I could do 3. Well, obviously we could do a lot more than 3, but
John, what's up, brother? How you doing? What have you guys been up to? I haven't got to see you a whole lot lately. Talked to you a couple of times, but I've been busy, but I haven't got to work on some of the things that I was working on neither, and I wished I could. In fact, I need to get some more material, so I'm hoping maybe here in the next couple days, maybe next week, maybe I could go get some more to do a little. I have some still, so I'll be able to kind of practice a little bit, in the meantime, but I definitely need to get some more. So hopefully next week I'm probably I'll be able to go get some. Got a clutch pip in the weekend of Gettysburg. Let's go. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. Man, all these awesome people in here. Awesome people that's been here, awesome people that just showed up just a few minutes ago. Uh-oh. I know I've been kind of taking my sweet time. I had some green tea and stuff, so I'm just chilling, acting like we got all day, which I guess in a sense we kind of do.
Yeah, not a whole lot really planned. I mean, figured if you guys wanted to, we could cruise through some Morph Market reptiles or something like that. If you guys really wanted to, it doesn't have to be ball pythons, but I mean, if you guys are good with ball pythons, we could do that.
Yeah, we're gonna be going through and looking at some stuff, things. And if you guys have some stuff you want to look at too, we'll pull it out. Let us know. Nice, Duval. You got yourself a packed gene packed female today. Awesome, man. Oh shit! I zoomed in on my screen, so it was all stretching and zooming in on me. Let's see here. I think, what is it, 6:48? So, is Dubby good, guys? Do you drink it? That's I don't know if I'm late on this question, John. You might have already been in here and heard my mouth blabbing about it. I can't speak on it honestly, and that's the thing I was saying, that I personally want to try it out before I even give my honest opinion on it. I'm saying, hey, here it is, go give them a try, but I do want to give my honest opinion. I still have to do my promo code before I even do that. I do want to get I'd like to get the drink so I can give an honest review to you guys, how I feel. Will can give you an honest opinion on it. He is one of the originals that has gotten it, so.
Yeah, no, it's, for the most part, I think there's only been one that I got that I really didn't really care for, but I drank it anyways. It wasn't too terribly bad, but Mike, it doesn't have the powdery, fizzy stuff that you get on normal mixed, water drinks. You don't get jitters, and the flavors are actually decent. So, and they have a bunch of different cups and shakers and stuff like that there too that you can buy too. So I mean, when you're on the website, there's all kinds of bundles and stuff if you wanted to, but pretty good stuff. I like it.
Yeah, like you said, it doesn't give you the jitters and everything, so that's really cool. I like that. John said he would like to get an old 71 Hemikuda. And that's another one, John, that I agree. If I had the cash, man, to get dude, that would be sweet. I would be, and here's my thing. If I do this stuff, like, I'm not going to lie, even if I had $1 million, I wouldn't go buy straight out like a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 already done. I would spend like $5,000, maybe $10,000 on it. Pushing 15, 20, like the motor and the transmission was maybe already good, but you had to do like the paint job, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to have to spend a lot of work. Yeah. Numbers would be dope to match. That's what a lot of vehicles, I do want matching numbers on it. But I wouldn't even mind, like, if it didn't run, and you go and get the motor like rebuilt, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, you go paint it yourself, you know what I mean? Sand the car down, give it a paint job, do the interior, pretty much the welding, anything that you can do. I know most people or a lot of people don't know how to weld. So, hey, you know, you could still maybe paint or do some interior. Like there's a lot of stuff you could do to save money and everything. I'm fortunate that I know how to do a lot of that stuff. So I would be able to do it pretty fairly cheap, but still costing me probably what, $20,000 to do all that. I mean, after all the material and said and done, you're still spending a good $10,000 to $20,000, depending obviously how far in depth you go with everything. But a quick clip hood, double stripes, yeah, and that too, John. I agree with you.
That.
It has to have the quick clip hood. Some of them may not, but I definitely would have quite a few of those little gem diamonds in my collection, man, that had that clip hood and some double stripes on it, especially like Duval said, a Super Sport Chevelle. That's definitely got to have some super stripes on it. I would have a couple of them. I would have one with racing stripes. Excuse me. And then I would have one that I did something else probably with, but that would be pretty cool.
Nova, yeah. See, I like the 68 Chevy hardtops, or the 68 Chevy Impala hardtops with the Super Sport Kragers on them. I think that shit looks sweet.
Yeah, it does.
You know,
like with the El Camino that I would do, I would like to have like a 81 for the year that I was born, but I would like to have like a 59 El Camino where it's got those bat fins, little bat wings in the back. I like the 59 over the 60. Then they didn't make them in 61, 62, and 63. They started back up in 64 and went up to 87 or 88, 89, somewhere right in there. I think it was 87. But I would take the first year, the 59 with the bat wings. I would take like a 65 and then probably like a 69 Super Sport. That shit would be sick. Even maybe a 70, 71 Super Sport. But personally, I would like a 69. That would be pretty cool. I use public transportation to get around. I don't have any sort of car get around because it's too expensive. So I just made use of public transportation or Uber to get around. That's cool, Brave. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Have you ever thought about getting like a bike or something though? Honestly, man, a lot of time through my life, I've ridden a bicycle or walked or caught the bus. Just like you, I got a DUI. I was a bad boy, so I had to pay consequences, and I was that way for a long time. Even in my 30s, man, you know, I didn't take care of it, and there was a long time that we didn't have a vehicle and stuff, so it was kind of unfortunate. But a bike is a pretty awesome way too. But make sure you get yourself like a really nice, big, thick lock, man. Something that makes it really hard to steal, you know. Try to stay away from the cables because they could take those, especially the thin ones. They get like a screwdriver in there, and they like, so usually the cables and all that's kind of looped as it is, right? So they get a screwdriver in there and they twist it and tighten it, and that lock it ends up putting pressure, enough tension on there, and with the torque that they put, it ends up popping that lock. I seen them do it to me. I was and when I lived in Fresno, I was at the Manchester Mall, and I was with a buddy. He was like a cousin. We went inside the mall, and I seen a bunch of these dudes standing out there, and I'm like, something just seems off. Like, I have a feeling they might try to steal my bike. And one of them was on a bike, and we're walking in, and I'm looking back. I look back a few times, and like, yeah, I'm paying attention. Well, we go. And then, like, I come back, dude, and they took it. Like, I know they were probably within just a minute or so, you know what I mean? They were out of there. So, yeah, definitely make sure you get something nice. Heck yeah, Duval El Camino, man. Buddy had some nice Chevelle. Super Sport Mike was nice. Chevelles are cool. I got to ride in one in school. Not the first high school I went to. The second one I went to. There was an older kid. I think he was a junior or senior, or no, I was a junior. He was a junior or senior. I think he was a senior at the time. He had, what was it, a 69, 70, might have even been a 68, like a 68, 70 Chevelle. That thing was pretty cool. Yeah, GTOs are really nice, man. I would love to have one in my collection.
My son has a GTO.
An older one or newer?
Oh no, it's an older one. It's fucking cherry too.
Even if it was new, man, that's tight. But with it being old, that's really sick. That's where that separates the men from the boys right there, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And
that's
then
sick.
he drives I think it's a year older than my car. Same thing that I drive. And I always hear about how I copied him. So I told him next step is I'm gonna get me a GTO. No.
Hell yeah.
No.
Hey, you should go get a GTO, or you know what? Just go test drive one. Tell the guy, hey, you know what? I'm gonna test drive this.
Yeah.
Your son's gonna be like, yeah, check out my new ride I just got, man. You like it? A 68 Camaro Super Sport Duval. That's pretty cool. I'm not super big on the Camaros, but I do like them. There was actually one I wanted to get. It was a 68 or 69 Camaro. It was red, and I think it was red, and it had the black racing stripes on it, and it had a 454 motor in it. $5,000.
Dang.
I didn't have the money, bro. It was at this pawn shop that I worked at, like, for a little bit, and I didn't have the cash, man. $5,000. I wanted that car so bad. I would wash it and everything. That's what I did. He has a bunch of vehicles, so I would go out and like wash them for him and shit. And dude, I would get to start that car up and just hear that rumble, and I'd kind of step on the gas a little bit and be like, "Yeah, baby, talk to daddy. Tell me sweet little lies." But man, that thing was, like I said, I'm not super big on Camaros, but that one I really did want. I wanted that car bad. What's up, Warrior Garden Exotics? How you doing? How's your weekend going, man?
Oh, the snake. Yeah, I already uploaded it. Light me up that cigarette.
Hey, you know what's funny? The Sublime, we used to have their phone number.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would get calls and everything, and they'd be like, "Yo, is Sublime there?" Yeah, and Impala would be pretty cool. Duval, that's one that I want to get. I wouldn't mind having. My brother had a 66 Impala. Big old beast. I had a 79 Ford Ranchero. I wanted a El Camino. It's like at that time I wanted a 66 Elko. And my brother, he had the 66 Impala. And we raced a couple times. We got out of work one time and was racing through the parking lot. Nice, man. Well, enjoy, Pete. Hopefully you do good up. Did you bring any of those pretty cool decorations, Pete, that you made? If anybody hasn't got to see, man, go check out Pete's Instagram. He's got some really cool like logs and different little decorations that he made, like some hides and stuff. They're really cool. He's hand painted them and everything. Well, we're all caught up. I guess we could go and check out some pretty cool snakes, man.
Here's the one Duval. I don't know if Duval wants to let us know what's all going on here, but this is the one that Duval sent over.
What is that, Duval?
kind of reminds me of like my pastel lesser,
I was wondering if it was a banana pastel, but
or maybe that even banana. Yeah, banana lesser maybe.
could be, maybe. Did you take any babies down there, Pete? Yeah, I need my girls to hurry up and lay, man. I need some clutches.
I think one might be laying today, tonight, or
Oh,
tomorrow.
way to rub it in, Will. Way to rub it in.
And she
No, that's awesome,
already
man.
went a long time ago, though. So it's kind of tripping me out how they're
Just holding
dropping in
on.
order. Yeah.
It's like,
But
yeah,
yeah.
they're just holding on forever, man, wanting to not drop. It's like, geez. I'm going to be going next week and getting some more rats, too. In fact, that one that I was telling you about that wasn't doing too hot that I was going to get rid of, and I was just trying to figure out, he ended up just like going within a few days. So,
Oh, he was thinking Golden State. That's Jim. You're talking to
oh,
Jim.
shit. My bad, Jim. It was that green tea, man. Well, no, the thing is, I seen the name was different. It looked a little different too, but then I seen they were saying Pete in there.
You got the garden part.
Where did Pete even come in here?
Oh, you see him right here?
Mm. But there was a few people that I think John said Pete too.
And so the name.
Honestly, you know what I thought though, man? I thought maybe he switched up the one part in the name because it's very close. I was like, oh, maybe he has another one account too, you know, with the selling those what I was just talking about, those hides and different stuff, the tree stuff.
Hey, look at it's Coral Glow Lesser, ODYB Gravel, Het Sunset. Stepping it up there, man. That's actually pretty good.
Is that's the one you just got, or that you're getting, Duval?
Yeah, he said he just picked that one up today.
Is that the one that you had to do that trade with and everything? That's pretty cool, man.
So. Oh yeah, look, see, you weren't the only one. Don't feel bad.
I know. I agree, John. And it threw me off. What was it? Last week, too. It was messing with me. But in all fairness, I did kind of, like I said, I had some green tea. So.
So, did you want to start looking at stuff?
Yeah, anything? You know what? Let's actually go to Burmese. I want to.
Burmese?
Yeah, I want to get a pied. I actually want to get a caramel pied, but to be honest with you, if I just get a pied.
So do you just want to look up the pied stuff?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, there's all kinds of nice ones.
Oh, nice, Duval. That's awesome, man. See that one like for 85. That. See, that's nice. That might have been one that I don't remember if I saved that one or not.
This one right here?
Yeah,
that's the one you were talking about.
Yeah, I would love to get that if I had the $8,500, man. I'd have that snake all day long.
That's a pretty snake.
It really is. And what I love too is look at how like the back pattern. So on the tail, like you have that dorsal pattern, and at the very back of the tail's like that, but then it changes into more of a granity, just one base kind of color, two base color with no pattern to it really, except the granite part look, which has het granite. So maybe that has a little factor in that too. but that thing is beautiful. I would love, that is what I'm trying to breed. I want to get a caramel pied. All I need is a pied, but preferably, well, I need a pied het caramel, but if I could get a pied caramel, I would take that. But I don't know, if I just had a pied het caramel, I think I could hit on it. You know what I mean? Well, I would have to take those babies though and breed those back because it would be recessive. So I would have, because there would only be one parent that had the pied. So I would have to sit there and breed the babies back to hit on that. That's pretty nice. And that's and that had het Gulf Coast caramel, which is what I would need.
Gulf Coast caramel.
Yeah, but I think the one I wanted to get, I wouldn't mind having this new line of caramel, and I think that one for 8,500. I think it's het for the Gulf Coast and possible for the new caramel. In the description or down below, I think it's written. Let me see. I'll have to blow up my end.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
This one's in California though. Ben Rogers.
Yeah, that's from Ben Rogers. That's who I get all my berms from. I would get my berms from him or Dylan or KPG Kevin. One of those three guys is who I would trust and get a snake from. I think they're all great breeders, man, and do a really good job. They have really nice stuff. So shout out to those three guys, man.
I really like these. I like these albino pieds, man. I really am digging that.
I seen a few that I really wanted to get, bro, because I have my albino that I could, you know what I mean, to still hit on that. The only problem too is though that the albino mask the caramel in the berms, so you won't see any caramel. So you can have a visual caramel albino, right? But it's not going to be, you will not see the caramel in it. You'll just see albino. The only way to really that I know, unless they've came up with something else, and this wasn't kind of like guarantee, but what if you look into, because you know how the albinos, they have the red eyes. Yeah. Well, if you have an albino caramel and you look into its eyes, it's like this really nice ruby red. It's a different red than that typical kind of pink that they have. So that was one that Ben Rogers was telling me a way of being able to tell. But again, unfortunately, mask it. That's another one that's pretty cool looking. And I like the gray too that's in those pieds.
Yeah, granite pied. That's actually pretty neat.
I wouldn't even mind having if I had the cash, like a caramel granite pied. Because my male is albino granite, and then he's 100% het caramel, and then 50% het for patternless or / green.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Like I said, man, if I had the $8,500, I would definitely be snagging up that one. I love that caramel pied.
That's just a Gulf Coast caramel. That's
yeah. And those used to be, man, I remember when those prices were like $3,000 and $2,000 for a caramel. And then I remember just like about a year ago, like last year, 2-3 years, a couple years, they were like $1,000, $1,200. And then over like, say the past year or so, year and a half, I've seen them at about like $800, $1,200, somewhere in there. And now they dropped from that down to 500. So you could get them pretty fairly cheap. I mean, it's not much money, you know, and you could get yourself a nice caramel. I mean, even just that albino right there is really nice. And you're getting some other genes in there, or that are het for other genes.
Yeah, because this one's what, het granite, het pied?
Yeah, 66 het pied and het granite. And I know there's the influence going in there that's got, that snake definitely has at least one, if not both of those genes in there.
Yeah, because it was a triple het albino granite pied to a triple het albino granite pied.
I bet you, I'm willing to bet that it hits on the pied. And I think there's a pretty good chance that might hit on that granite too. I think whoever gets that might score on both of them.
Oh, see, this is what I like right here.
That's nice. The labyrinth and the hypo.
Yeah, that's what I really want is a hypo labyrinth.
If I could get like a pearl labyrinth, I would take that, which is pearl is an albino and hypo. So that would be so a pearl labyrinth would be albino hypo labyrinth. If I could get that, I wouldn't mind taking on that. But I honestly wouldn't mind just having, like you said, that hypo labyrinth. That thing is beautiful. That's a gorgeous snake.
Yeah.
Right, John? Me too, buddy. Yeah, John, she sure is, man. Good looking snake. Definitely going to put some great work in. Vance, if you want to get a pied for me, let me know. Yeah, I can't even get my own pied.
That's just straight labyrinth with no hypo.
What was it?
This is just a labyrinth, no hypo.
See, that's nice looking. And labyrinth is one of those genes that so I was super into berms. Like that was going to be one of my main things actually that I did was berms. And then it got to where I was going to do the berms and the balls. But I did a different way where I'm going more of, down the ball python path. And labyrinth is one of those genes that I didn't really care a lot for in the beginning. And then probably for, I'd say about the past like 5 years or so, I was like, dude, labyrinth is pretty sick. That is something I need to add in my collection. Like I actually kind of slept on that gene.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that one, and if I do get a berm, when I get a berm, it's gonna be a hypo lab.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a pearl.
I don't blame you. Yeah, there's the pearl. That's albino and hypo together.
And lab. I actually really like that one. Oh wow.
Yeah, Duval. I talked to Kevin already about getting a pied from him. I'm just waiting for his clutches to drop, and he actually had one clutch just drop.
Yeah.
He's just waiting for those to pip, and then he's got 2 more clutches that are coming also. So just waiting on that.
They don't have a whole lot of berms on here though.
Dan asked if anyone's coming down to Daytona this year for the Reptile show. I'm not, Dan. I wished I could, man, but hopefully here in the next couple of years or something, it'd be nice to make it down there and everything. Are you heading out there, Dan? Oh, man. Yeah. Because I remember you guys weren't able to make it last year, John. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess always next year, huh? next year we are checking Daytona first. John's like, nope, we're doing this. We are going. That's the first thing off. A pastel chocolate desert ghost puzzle het hypo. That's a nice expensive snake. So I don't mind the pastel actually being in there. Chocolate, I love that. You got the desert ghost in the puzzle. I definitely wouldn't want to pay the $30,000 though.
Oh, you know.
Right, John?
I stare at this one a lot.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that Exanthic Desert Ghost.
I'll be honest. Even though I'm not a huge fan of clown like that, this snake looks really good with all that in it.
It does. And then of course we got Mr. John's Creatures. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Hope you're doing good, man. Enjoying your weekend.
Ooh, look at that.
We had a blast. Bummed we missed it. Yeah, John, I wish, man, I've been trying for the past like 3 years to make it down there, man, to Daytona, and just haven't got the chance. I'd like to try to make it next year if I can. We'll have to see how everything goes. I'm trying to catch some Rams games this year, man. Would be nice. I want to go see some games, and I know the Rams are probably going to be in the Super Bowl, so I'd really like to go try to see that. But at $10,000 a ticket, man, that's a lot of money to try to come up with. Not saying it's impossible, but it's a lot of money. A leopard, VPI Exanthic Desert Ghost.
Het clown. Still pretty
Heck yeah,
nice.
Brave.
Look at that head stamp.
Oh, that's nice. That's crazy. It's like it's almost like a Cheerio, but with part of it missing.
I think it looks like a shadowy ghost figure with really long hair.
It's pretty cool.
Here's a Sunset Orange Dream puzzle.
Oh, nice, John. That's pretty cool, man. Did your first probing sunset puzzle?
Orange Dream.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Just get like some more contrast in there, man. Maybe some more blacks, like get some Barnhart black pastel in there or something. Help darken that up.
Yeah, I would do that.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Duval. Monday, huh? Are you turning the big 6-0?
So what in the world?
Damn, Mahogany Cosmo, White Flame. Double het for Clown Pied.
Oh, Canova.
Turning the big 4-0, huh? Yeah, me too, man. I turn 40 next year. Pixel Super Red Stripe, Yellow Belly, Head Climb, Possible Head Paint. Damn, dude. That thing's nice. I like that pixel, that Super Red Stripe. I think it said Yellow Belly too. It's got in it. Sure looks like it. Damn, dude. That'd be nice to have in your collection. Look at all that pattern, man, on that belly.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, I love that. That thing's just... That's a really nice granite. Good old pixel.
God. Yeah, yellow belly. Red stripe, yellow belly.
That's freaking nice, man. That kind of reminds me of one I got a little bit. It's a yellow belly. It's a yellow belly het paint. Yeah, I agree with you, Tara. I'm not paying that price neither. I would love to have that snake.
Yeah.
And I don't mind selling it for that price. Hey, I would too, you know, maybe, but yeah, I'm definitely not paying that price for it. Heck yeah, John said happy early birthday, Mike.
I'll give them $350 for it.
Anyone, right? Anyone heard from Mark? No, I haven't talked to him in probably a month or so at least. I hit him up the other day and asked how he was doing and everything, but it said he was not active, or he was active the day before that. And I don't know if he's seen it or has been back on or not. I think he's just kind of taking a little time, kind of away from the internet and all that good stuff, you know, little trying to stay at peace, I guess you could say.
Oh, yeah.
Not in a long time. Hope he is doing okay. Yeah, definitely, John. Shout out to Mark, man. He's a great guy. Little tough. I just started doing now, John, 1 male down 4 more to go.
Look at that.
Damn. Super Leopard Confusion Spot Nose Clown Het Monarch. That thing's wild, dude. Those spots on it.
Let me see.
That definitely that throws you for a loop.
Look at that head stamp. It's like a crack right down the middle.
That thing's cool. I like that. I would love to have that in my collection. Yeah, Duval. Hopefully he'll reach out here pretty soon. Maybe let us know.
For $10,000?
Benji, what's up, buddy? How you doing, sir?
Shed tested for the Het Monarch, so
Heck yeah. And dude, there's a good chance that thing may end up being Monarch.
oh yeah. Ooh, look at that one.
Yeah, the picture y'all had up earlier. She's possible acid. Her belly is solid white. Nice, Duval. A Mojave Monsoon double het Desert Ghost Clown. I would probably rather have Hypo or DG though instead of the clown. I'll be honest. I mean, I guess if you're, I mean, I have clown. Don't get me wrong. I want to say if you're a clown fan, because I do like clown. I've got it in my collection, but I would prefer Hypo or DG. Super Pastel, Inchy, Triple Het DG, VPI Zebra. Damn.
God.
That's going to be nice.
That's a Super Pastel Inchy triple het.
That thing's going to be crazy, dude. I definitely wouldn't want to pay the 10 G's, but I would love to have that, man, to add into stuff. And like, I would even go, I wouldn't mind it being xanthic, but I don't know on the VPI part. I would almost prefer that to not be in there.
I haven't really looked into zebra. Oh, that's zebra B, not zebra.
Yeah, you have to watch out when you hit it. It has zebra B, and it's like one of the first ones, so like it literally always goes to that. Zebra is really nice. That's what I want to add in.
3,000 for this. Just a zebra. Okay, I gotta take a closer look. So, what exactly is this doing? Is it just making, like, I don't see what this visual zebra is really doing. And I'm being honest. I'm not trying to bag on it or anything. I don't see what is $3,000. Is it combinations with it?
It kind of stretches out that dorsal, kind of inchy-ish in a way, gives it kind of a crazy pattern, and then gets thin on the side. But that wasn't like really a great example of zebra.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, so like, here's a pastel zebra, same price.
Like that's a pretty good example. I mean, pretty decent. It's got got the pastel in there, which adds a lot to a pattern, right?
So, is it what's creating kind of like where it's dissolving at the tops and the bottoms of the alien heads? Is that what zebra's doing too?
I think so. You have kind of a wonky pattern from what I've seen in the zebra on the top of the dorsal. And then it kind of stretches out and then comes to a thin like that.
Yeah, this is an Orange Dream Zebra. Orange Dream Zebra. And how much is this one? 2,800.
Yep.
Okay.
Zebras expensive.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is the Orange Dream Pastel Zebra for 2,500. I'm starting to see more of the dragging of the alien heads towards the dorsal as well as towards the belly in this combination. There's quite a bit of saddling, but I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a reason. Like, there's a certain combination that makes this thing like really.
Hey, thank you, YouTube Benji. Hope all is well with you, buddy.
Here we go. Now, see, to me, this looks more better than the last few that we've even looked at, and it's 1,500. To me, this is more or less something that I would say looks more of a zebra-ish because of how the Mojave's pulling everything apart, and it's giving it more of the bars. It's giving it more of a bar look.
And that Mojave's honestly going really well with the zebra. Like, for something that does take over a lot, it's not really doing too much, but it's making it it's doing its thing, putting quite a bit in there, don't get me wrong, but it's not overpowering, and it still looks really nice.
Now, if I were to buy one, this would be the one that I would be going after, in all honesty.
Eric B, what's up, sir? How you doing? That's right, give it a Hulk smash. Vance got you all of that one.
Zebra Russo pastel possible super.
Oh man, I
So
sure in the hell did,
super
John.
pastel.
It's got Russo in it. That's pretty nice, actually. I like what it did. Look how it's kind of all etched up, like kind of made it almost like thorns or something.
See, it even works good with the Russo as far as giving it the thin line on the alien heads.
It really is.
I think the Russo actually worked better with it, and then if it's super pastel on top of that, that might even be helping it too a little bit.
I agree.
But I like these last two snakes more than I like the other ones. This is where I would say, okay, that should be called zebra because of what it's doing. But the other ones, I don't know. Pastel inchy zebra desert ghost het hypo. Now, see, even with this one, I don't see a whole lot of it, but I see it here and there. So I do see it, but to me, I don't know. That don't look zebra-ish. The desert ghost, obviously, and the inchy are messing with it. I get that. I totally get that. But to me, I would be trying to put this zebra with stuff that it's going to actually work with and give it that. This is why it's called zebra look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's me personally.
And honestly, I like this snake, and I like this right here, the pastel. I don't care for the inchy too much in there, to be honest with you. I love inchy; it's in my collection. I just don't want it in everything, and so I mean, I like the pastel zebra and the DG in there, and then you got het hypo. I mean, that thing, dude, that thing's set up pretty nice for you.
Maybe take the inchy out and replace it with an exanthic.
Yeah, no. If it was like a Joel of Tiger, yeah, but not if it was like VPI or I just wouldn't take it at that point. I like them. Don't get me wrong. You know, I think those are cool genes. That's not what I would personally pick if I was going that route. So depending on the exanthic.
Yeah.
All day, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a nice snake. It really is. I just don't see as much of the tiger. Now I'm saying tiger. The zebra influence into it, I guess. I see some, but just not a whole lot. And I think that's because of the inchy. So I would, in my personal opinion, I'd probably stay away from inchy with zebra.
Absolutely.
I'd work it more towards that Russo Mojave or, something like that to where it's going to actually start to show its shine. What is this?
That's nice. The only thing I don't like, and I'm okay with, I don't know. I would prefer that it wasn't in there, but I would still take it, is the fire. Again, I have fire in my collection. I don't want to hate on it. There is some things that I will use it in, but not a lot. And so if it was just the yellow belly OD zebra, but even then I would still take that. That's a nice snake. I mean, like I said, even with fire being in there, I would still take it. I mean, shit, you probably hit one that doesn't have it, you know what I mean? So just hold that back. So now you don't have fire in the collection.
Where would you go with this one though from here? Like where would you want to try to take it from here now that you got fire, yellow belly, OD, and zebra? What's the next step?
Wait. Damn. I definitely would like to put some more pattern in there and some contrast. I would like to darken it up. I would like to see. I'd like to see like some maybe some I don't know, some Wookiee in there. I think that would go pretty good with that, or like some chocolate.
Bring some more darkening into it.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. I would like to see what maybe Hurricane even does in there.
Honestly, what I would do is I'd put one of two genes into that and go for the zebra visual, and that's going to be either Spectre or it's going to be Asphalt.
Yeah,
Because now I'm curious what that would look like with one of those two in the mix.
yeah. Brave said, "Don't forget, guys, if you win on the races on FNA and the affiliate, you can get new snakes to add to your collection from those affiliates." Yeah, thank you, Brave. That's awesome. That's awesome of you, man. Yeah, if any of you guys don't know, man, FNA on Sundays, every Sunday they have their chat or their podcast that they have going, and they've got races. And if you're part, so you can pick, if you go in and you put a comment where they send you to that link, you'll get a racer. But then if you're part of like their what do you call it? Damn, I just had the name too. Their Patreon, like you could get other racers added, and that will you could win like 50, 100. There's different credits that they got, different prices and different excuse me, to different breeders. So you could get yourself a pretty cool snake, man. And it's awesome breeders that they got out there. I want Inchy and everything. Yeah, I like Inchy, Dennis. I just don't want it in everything.
You know, I do. I have Inchy too. I love Inchy. I don't want to put it in everything though. But yeah, no, I get it.
2 females, 3 males. It is tough to pro babies. Definitely try again when they get a little bigger. Oh, for sure, man. Yeah, it's going to make it difficult being smaller where you can't go in as deep, right? And then making sure that you do have the right size probe that you're putting in there. And I like OD and yellow belly and zebra. Oh, definitely, Dan. Those go really good with the zebra. I mean, I think those go really good in almost anything, but especially zebra, that really sets it up very nice. It helps. It's a very nice addition to that pattern. Helps widen it and look really bright and nice for sure. Pairing was a leopard red spot nose clown to a black pastel yellow belly het hide. Oh, sweet, John. Dan said next up puzzle. Heck yeah. Yeah, for sure. Damn nice clutch, John. Somehow I got leopard Pompeii. I guess female was het for clown. 2 no bad odds for first clutch. Hell no, man. That's not bad at one bit. Congrats on that, man. That's pretty damn cool. Pompeis are nice too, man. I like Pompeii. I do like my own stuff. I don't try to really go down too many paths of anybody else, to be honest with you. But Pompeii is one of those that I would say is very nice that I would like to have in my collection. I like to sit there and put some work in with it. We are stacking Vision, Quest, and Locked and Loaded credits. Heck yeah, man! That's 2 smart places to sit there and stack all your credits up, man.
So far, I got 50 for Dylan over at D's Balls, so $50 towards my berm.
Hey, there you go, man. That's $50. Hey, that's shipping right there, right?
Oh, I could drive up and get it.
Well, there. Now you got $50 saved off the berm, and then if you sit there and go and get more credit, oh yeah. Hey, maybe you'll win another $50 or $100 credit, or even $150, $200, right? I mean,
oh yeah, that'd be nice. Cause that's where I'm getting my berm, but I'm gonna drive up there and get it. I'm not, obviously it's only a few hours.
Can zebra potentially be used as a supplement for pastel orangey?
Well, zebra, I don't know. Well, I don't think you'd really be wanting to use it like an inchy. But what was the other one? Pastel?
Pastel.
I don't think it would really work for a pastel either. As far as
you might get some similarity, but it's not. I don't think it would really get you a full look of what, you know what I mean, 100% of what that's going to look like. You might kind of get a 30% or 50% kind of looking similar, but I don't know if that would really work for you. David, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
What up?
You got any clutches or anything, man? Any new snakes? Oh, nice. Mitchie's got 50 with Dan too. That's pretty cool.
Gotta get it.
Yeah, well, I've got 0 with Dan. Now, I wished I did, man. Dan's got some really nice stuff.
Oh, there's a lot of people who got really nice stuff that sponsor that show.
Yeah, pretty much everybody that sponsors that show, I would say, has some really nice stuff. I agree. There's not anybody that's like, I mean, I would say maybe that's not something you work. You know, there is some people it's like, well, that's just not stuff I work, but they have nice things without a doubt. I can't knock them for that, man. Yeah. Finally got caught up on all the comments.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oop.
Yeah, there were some really nice snakes up there, man. A lot of stuff that I wouldn't mind having, but again, the price on that, right, was just like, yeah, that's out of my league, not what I want to spend.
But how many people do you honestly pay those prices? They leave them at that price, but behind the scenes, do you think they really pay that much?
No, I think for the most part that they get dropped down. If somebody, like, okay, if I was interested, say, in like one of those snakes that, I don't know, we'll say it was $18,000, right? I'm not going to sit there and pay $18,000 for that. Even if I have 300 grand in the bank, I mean, I guess if you want it bad enough, man, and really needed it in your collection, and they wouldn't drop it. But to be honest with you, if say that was an $18,000 snake, they're going to have to at least drop that to like 15 grand for me. You know, I don't expect to really for them to go more. I think it's possible, and that could be fair to maybe go more. But I think somebody dropping at 3 grand is pretty fair. That's a lot of money to be forking out and spending. I would sit here if I had a snake for 18 grand. Okay, I'll say this. There's a small possibility that I may not, if it was like something that there's not very many of, it was something super nice, you know what I mean? Then like, hey, I got to get this price, man, because nobody really has it. You know what I mean? I could understand something like that. But if there's like quite a few out there, and somebody was like, hey, would you take 15 grand for that? And it was 18 grand, I would probably most likely say yes. You know, I'm not going to sit there and deny it. It's like, hey, I'm still coming up $15,000, right? Like, I can't complain about that. And I'm sure the snake that I'm selling that's $18,000, I'm sure that it's really worth 18 grand. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and be selling a $10,000 or a $15,000. I mean, I could see maybe selling. Okay, I could see selling the 15,000 for 18 grand because, you know, people might try to kick down or whatnot. And if it's super nice, I can kind of understand that. But again, like, I don't know, you can knock that money down for them.
Oh yeah.
Like if I have a $10,000 snake, that's what it's going to be. It's a $10,000 snake. It's not a 15 or 13, or it's not a 8,000. I feel that that's priced at 10 grand. I'm going to put what I think is fair on that. I think
So
the
now,
only
what if somebody comes up to you and they're like, "Hey, I got 5 Gs right here in hand."
for $18,000 snake,
No, 10 for 10.
and they got how much? 3,
5.
5. They got half.
5,000 in hand. That's where it gets tricky.
That's tricky. I would still say yes and no. So if the snake, I feel like, hey, there's not many out there, I might sit there and try to hold. It's possible I might hold off, but there's a good chance too, at least a 50% chance that I might sit there and say, hey, all right, man, for $5,000, yeah, we can do that. I think it's highly likely that I would do something like that. 15 is realistically 7 or 8 in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I lean to too.
And that's the thing too. Like I said, I try to look at all the possibilities. I try to put like my snakes and be as fair as I can on that price when I first price them, right? Like I price it right at what I think is fair. I don't want to be too high and I don't want to be too low. Sometimes though, I mean, I feel like maybe we might price something also and not realize that maybe you are pricing it a little higher than what it should be. It's like, yeah, that is a nice snake and everything, and you got nice genes, but maybe that's not a $1,500 snake like you're thinking. Maybe it's just an $1,100 or $1,200 snake. So it could be possible too that you kind of made a mistake, you know what I mean, overthinking something, and you're like, even go back and you're like, oh, you know what, I gotta drop that. Like for example, I did it before and it was pretty fair actually, but at the same time it wasn't like, so it was like, say, a banana orange dream or banana orange dream yellow belly, and I've got them at like $150 or 170, whatever it was. People really didn't want to spend that, and I had the shipping like whatever it was, I can't remember, 40, $50 or whatever shipping was. And I even had to sit there and like, okay, well, you know what? These are people that breeders, most likely. They're not really even gonna, so let me drop it down to 130. And I even went to 120. And to be honest with you, I think I even went down to like $100 because I think I went to like 140 and they pay shipping, or like 130 or something, 120 they pay shipping, and then I even just went to like $100. And so yeah, I mean, you kind of sometimes have to, even though it was kind of a fair price for the snake, it kind of at the same time not in our market, right? That's like, if you're selling it at a pet store, yeah, but are you guys excuse me, are you guys going to add any copper or peach to your guys' collection? For me, possibly, but I don't know. Not right now, or probably anytime soon. If I did, it might be down the road of 2, 3, 4 years or something, 5 years. I've got a lot of genes I'm working, so I know Mark's working the peach. Like, he's got a lot of cool stuff with it. That's probably where I'd buy it from. If I did get peach, I'd probably get it from Mark.
Yeah, same here.
You want to protect the project, but be flexible with some of your customers. Exactly. And I agree. And that's the thing. When it comes down to with a project, if it's something that it is a really nice project, that it's hard to sit there and drop it too much, right? Like if I have it at 1,500 and that is a really fair price for it, it's kind of hard to go any lower, especially if it's something that's pretty special and going to add to their collection. Like, I'm going to have a little hard time doing that. But I mean, other than that, I would probably drop. Like I said, I wouldn't have any issues dropping. I guess depending on the person too, man. I mean, if it was somebody you know and you're really cool with too, it's like, you're probably going to hook them up and not charge too much. Like,
but then, okay, so for that case, You have your snake up for 10,000, but then I hit you up, or Michael hits you up, whoever hits you up, and then they're like, all right, I have 5 right now, and I can give you another 1,000 later or whatever. So that'll be 6 total for this $10,000 snake, and you're cool with that. Do you go back and mark it as it sold at 10,000, or do you put the price it actually sold by?
Oh, that's a good question.
And how many people out there do you think actually mark the price that they actually sell it for, or do they just leave that price on there and make people think that they sold it for that?
I mean, it sucks because you really, at the same time, you don't want to leave a cheap value. If you did let something go at that moment, that doesn't mean that you're technically going to want the rest to go. I feel like I would feel like I'd kind of want to leave it at that higher price. Like, hey, this is what it was sold at and everything. That's nobody's business that I let it go for half or whatever it may be. Like, I needed the money or whatever, so yeah, I did it.
But because it's still the value in your eyes for that snake, you leave it at that price.
I would say, yeah.
Because as soon as you drop it, then what happens? Then now that combination just lost value, right?
Exactly. It goes down because now, why, if they seen that one, why are they going to want to spend that from you the next time, right? Like, well, you let this
Or
one
anyone
go
for that
5,
matter.
or anyone, exactly. It really kind of screws it up for the rest of the people because now there's that value. So it's, yeah, I think I would sit there, like I said, and put it at the price that it normally goes for, because you probably didn't, most likely, man, you didn't want to, if it's an important project, you probably did not want to sell it for that price, right? Like, if I have something that's special in my collection and I'm letting it go, and this is a special project, I'm not going to want to sit there and let that thing go for half. If I do, it's obviously because I was hurting for money, right? Like, if I'm not hurting for money, I'm not going to take that offer. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. This is what the value of my snake is, So yeah, that,
All right. I was just asking.
yeah, no, definitely. That's a good question, because I mean, I think that's, something that people should think about. Like, they need to know, hey, what would you do in that case? I mean,
I mean, the value of the snake is what the value of the snake is,
yeah, I mean, I agree that
any,
that numbers are in demand is what it is, but on that aspect, yeah, you would have to work around that. But if it's like something that there's not numbers out there, and that's like a certain special project, and even if there's a little bit out there, if there's not much or at nothing at all, then at that point, yeah, I'm gonna, you got to change that, or that's going to bite you in the butt, because then everybody's going to sit there and expect it at a cheap price.
well, yeah, it's like what were we talking about earlier? Leopard a leopard Pompeii.
Mm.
So what if a bunch of people started making leopard Pompeiis, and then just one person out of the group decides, you know what? I'm selling mine for $350.
Yeah.
You know how many people you just burnt and pissed off because you just decided I'm selling all of mine at $350.
I'd be pissed, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's certain like, when it's changed that you work, right, and it's something that's important too. I mean, and even if it's not like something that's not, even if it's not a rare gene, man, like, just say it was clown. People just to burn that into the ground, right, and just sit there, and now certain that clown's not worth much, or certain combos with clown may not be worth much, like. And there's a lot of ways combos out there that there's plenty to work with still with clown. but the combinations that are out there that people produced a lot of, now it's all burnt out, and it's like there's just not much value in it. A licensed contractor praised my routing abilities on a routing table on Wednesday. Huh. Nice, Brave. Mine for sale, 350. Just kidding. You win.
Yeah, no, I was just using it for an example. I'm not saying, I mean, it's worth way more than 350, but if somebody were to go out and do that, you know, and
Yeah,
really
definitely.
they'd have to hit what's the odds in that hitting that? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's something they'd be working on for a while.
Oh, absolutely.
So it would take a long time to float or sink that ship. You know what I mean? That's a good project to be in, and congratulations again on that. I want to see that snake.
Oh, absolutely. Me too. Well, shoot. I guess we could probably end this down. We've been rocking for an hour and a half, man.
Yeah. Go eat dinner.
I'm hungry. Yeah, we definitely appreciate you guys all coming out, man. You guys are all awesome. We hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Make sure you come out tomorrow to the Thunderdome. We got that rocking and rolling. Got that nice
Team
snake
Hypo.
Right there. Hi. That's right. Hypo
Team
all
Hypo,
day.
John. Team Hypo.
There you go, John. The odds, I believe, is one out of 160. Damn.
So see,
hey, but you never know, man. They could hit on that. You know what I mean?
And someone out there has 160 of each out there right now in tubs. They're all breeding together. So, no, I'm just kidding.
In fact, let me throw up. I forgot we had the ads. We're gonna throw up real quick.
Maranberry Rebellion, Rastafari first, revolution, yeah. Bible gave his life, so I and I will survive. William got to fight, the good fight, yeah. Down in
Heck yeah. Shout out to our sponsors. Woo-woo. That ended. I was trying to race back real quick. I was getting a pizza out of the box and it got stuck. Yeah, shout out to Platinum from or Mike from Platinum Morphs and Chris Eaton from Fat Man Nation. You guys are awesome. We got the Deeds Not Words. Here we go.
Operation Deeds, Not Words 2 is dedicated to empowering and uplifting disabled veterans and first responders through unwavering support, meaningful resources, and real opportunities that honor their service and sacrifice. Our mission is to build a thriving, impactful organization driven by the shared vision, commitment, and accountability of our team, because when we work together, there is no ceiling on what we can accomplish.
We are equally committed to the growth of our team members, actively encouraging them to expand their voices, followings, and businesses as essential pillars of our mission. Being part of Operation Deeds, Not Words reflects great credit upon our members, uniting communities in the Fat Man Nation, Green Line Morphs under a shared purpose rooted in service, resilience, and action-driven impact. Deeds, not words.
Yeah.
Yep. Make sure you go out there, get yourself an awesome shirt from the Deeds Not Words, or you could get a beanie, or you could even donate, and it goes to a good cause.
Get out there soon because it's going to end in July here. So,
yeah, I think July 14th or 15th sometime it's going to end. So you got to get in and get yourself something very soon. Make sure you go support USARC. I like I said, you guys have a great one and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Come out to the Thunderdome tomorrow. We got that at 2 o'clock Pacific or 5 Eastern. And definitely, you guys all have a great one. And we will catch you guys all next week. So until then, you guys stay tuned.
Have a good one.